Welcome back to the shop today, guys. Today we are going to build a battery box for a good buddy of mine. So stay tuned. Okay, so don't mind the mess. I have been doing some major cleaning up in here. Got a TV up. How sweet is that? Can't wait to have my wife yell at me for that. She already thinks I don't spend enough time inside. But all my shelves in the back are empty. I'm working on cleaning out everything back there. We got some shop updates coming. That garage door right there is going to get walled in. Bronco is going to move this way. And that side is going to be more of my work area. I'm running out of space. And I think everybody has that point in their life where you just realize that I value workspace more than I value storage right now. So that's why I've been selling a bunch of stuff, scrapping a bunch of stuff. Man, you name it. I've just been getting rid of it. So, anywho, this is all going to go to my shed, which also needs to be cleaned out, but we'll deal with that 2 or 3 years from now. But today we are going to build a battery box for my buddy Matt. He is working on a turbocharged Mustang. Matt of Some Trades. Check him out on YouTube. I think he's only got one video, but go give him a subscribe. There's going to be more coming. Right, Matt? More coming. But he needs a battery box. He probably could build this himself, but he asked me if I wanted to, and I said yes. So he provided me a nice big chunk of aluminum. What's awesome about this aluminum is that it's painted. So got to do a lot of prep work to weld it together. And, everybody loves prep work. But that's okay. We'll get that stripped down. I'm going to cut it into my panels first. Basically, it's just a battery box, guys. Doot, 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 all the way around. It'll have a base plate, and it'll have a clamp on the top to secure it. He is relocating it into the trunk, possibly into the spare tire area. But that's the battery he's going to use. This is the material he had. So I'm just going to cut some shapes, geometry and stuff. And see what I can come up with for him. Hopefully something that looks half decent. I think my biggest challenge is going to be getting this paint all off for welding and then actually to make it look pretty. We might even weld some brackets on it later to put his kill switch. Because we're relocating the battery, there needs to be an external kill switch in the back. We might make a bracket for that. We might even make a bracket for a fuel pump relay, possibly, maybe. I don't know what his whole plan there was. But might consolidate some of the rear electronics onto this box. A little easier to diagnose later. I've already kind of started marking some stuff out. I basically just put the battery down, squared it up with the panel as best I could, made some marks. So this is kind of where I'm going to start with. And I'm just going to, mark it out and make some cuts. And hopefully we can make it pretty in the end. So stick with me here, boys, and let's build a battery box. So, got my base plate outline done. Nothing fancy, but I was worried about the paint stripper, and I found some of this gasket clean, which I just gave her a spurt, and she's starting to peel already. It's been on there for less than a minute, so I think I might have found my solution for the paint. It sucks that gasket clean stuff's actually expensive, but that's okay. It's been in my garage for about 2 or 3 years. It's been frozen and thawed a bunch of times, so you know it's good. So now I'm going to work on the side plates, the ones that'll go here and here. That way I can kind of tack it kind of where it's going to be, because these batteries, a lot of batteries you see all have a little bit of a bulge to them. And I don't want this thing to be so tight that you can't get it out. You can always beat something in with a hammer. You can't always bang it out. So that's the plan for the next step while that gets cleaned up. Oh, and when you're cutting aluminum with angle grinders, guys, which probably isn't the right tool, to be honest with you. If a guy had a CNC plasma, this would be awesome. Got one. Not working yet, but it will. It will. If you've watched my series on that, it'll be good. But it'd be a lot easier. But you go through grinder discs real quick. Cutoff discs, they disappear and that dust gets in your face. I switched to a mask because it was getting too heavy. Always make sure to wear your PPE, including your certified Crocs. Yeah, I wear Crocs. What? What are you going to do about it? Anywho, I'm going to get to the rest of this. All right. So I got my sides done. I got my base plate, and I'm kind of just squaring it up. I just used my table here to kind of square up the edges. That's looking pretty sharp. Now, there's going to be a little bit of gappage because of this lip right here. This is for the factory hold down. We don't need that where we're going. So I'm making enough clearance for it, and I have some rubber I might stick in here to make up for the room and to give it a little bit of a cushion. So now, got to get onto the front plates. Now, this plate's going to be a little funny because I'm going to make holes. That will do that. I got to make holes that'll clear these nubbins. So it might get a little interesting. But we'll start on those now, and hopefully we can get this finished up soon. Day 3, working on this battery box. It is an early Sunday morning. So if I look tired, that's why. So what better thing to do when you're tired is to operate things with blades on them. So I'm going to start making the front plate, which I've kind of already started, and the back plate. I'll get those tacked into place, and then we'll come back and take another look. Well, guys, it's done. I lost a ton of footage. My phone broke in amongst all of this, and I guess I didn't back things up well enough. And so I lost a lot of footage, but that's okay, because I think this video is getting a little bit too long anyway. So this is the finished product. This is what I came up with. Again, excuse the mess, guys. Shop ain't dirty. You ain't working. So it's got a nice little tab here to hold her down. I was hoping to have a wing nut, but apparently I don't have one. Hollowed out the edges, you know, weight reduction and stuff for the old race car stuff. But it works pretty good. Just need to drill a couple holes here to mount it to the floor. I think I might let my buddy handle that because I'm not sure where he's going to be putting it. But all in all, pretty happy with how it turned out. And I like the little hollow look of it. It looks pretty nice. But anyway, that does it for that build. Again, sorry I lost all the footage. But it is what it is. Anyways, if you haven't, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. And leave a comment down in the box down below. If you really want to judge me for my welds and stuff and all that jazz, you can tell me what I all did wrong. That's okay. I just might ignore it, but that's okay. We'll figure it out, and I'll get better. But I really needed the aluminum practice anyway, so that was really good. But anyway, thanks for stopping by, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. See ya!